Hey Pisces, welcome to Summertime Tarot. My name is Summer and this is a general mid-month reading for the month of June. So we're going to take a look at your energy, see what's going on and any messages that want to come through for you. So we're going to get started with an affirmation for you for the remainder of the month. Thank you. All right, so we have here, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. All right. So let's see what's going on here, Pisces. I kind of get the feeling, cause I'm kind of, it's making me think like maybe in a space where like you're like praying and hoping and wishing for something, but it may be out of a space of like feeling like you can't have it. So just be mindful of that, right? Make sure that when you are praying, when you are meditating, that you're like coming to it with like a clear mind and a clear heart, and you're like focused on what you want in a way that is like believing and trusting in, you know, the positive, the good that you want to come in. Okay, but let's see what's going on. Whoa, okay. Okay, so with this here, cleansing body and spirit, along with the Two of Pentacles here driving your energy, I get the feeling with this Two of Pentacles, you may be in a space where, you know, you're trying to, right, maybe get up on your feet, get something started. But I kind of feel like with this Two of Pentacles, you may be having a hard time like getting the ball rolling. But it's like, it's almost like an energy of really wanting something to like come about. But with the cleansing body and spirit, it's like, I feel like you may be feeling like stuck or stagnant, like things aren't moving, things aren't progressing, right? Which may be why I kind of got the feeling you may be like, with this, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Like I got the feeling you may be like, I don't know why, but like during these readings today, Princess and the Frog just keeps coming up for me. But like like what's coming to my mind is like when what's the girl name, not Tiana, but her friend, I forgot. But when she, like, you know, she wants Prince Naveen to like come to her ball or whatever, and like he's late, and then she like starts praying to the star, and she's like, please, 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 please. You know what I mean? I feel like you may be in that space because you feel like things aren't moving, things aren't progressing. And I feel like that's because with this cleansing body and spirit, there's some things that you need to release, some things you need to clear out. I kind of feel like this mainly has to do with like within yourself. It could have to do with your own kind of like beliefs about what you're able to create, what you're worthy of, you know what I mean? And so mentally we have plant the seeds with the Chariot and the King of Wands. So the Chariot is here as your challenge, with the King of Wands as your advice. So I kind of feel like with this plant your seeds, right? You are, like I was saying, trying to get something growing, something up off the ground. And with the Chariot being here as your challenge, right? Like I was saying, it's like taking some time to get this ball rolling, to get these things moving. And with the King of Wands here as your advice, I feel like it's a time for you to like kind of get strategic and to like start planning, start funneling your energy into what it is you're trying to grow. But like it's like not in a like controlling or fearful manner, but like just believing in what it is you're trying to create, and like not needing to rush, but allowing it to like grow and take the time necessary, like right with a seed. And so emotionally we have here listening to wisdom with the Fool as your challenge, and the Four of Swords as your advice. So emotionally, it may be like you're in a space where you're getting mixed signals or mixed messages. You may not be trusting your own like wisdom. You may be a little bit fearful as well, maybe hesitating, questioning whether or not, you know, you're moving in the right direction. And so with this Four of Swords being here as your advice, it's like a need for you to kind of rest. And I feel like to stop like pushing, right? And allow the wisdom, right? Because this is purple too here. Through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. And it's kind of like needing to speak what it is that you want into existence, and to kind of allow that to kind of permeate through the ether, and like just to be patient, to get into a space where you're trusting and believing. And really, I feel, you know, there's a need for you to take a rest, take a break, and to get your mind right, so that you can really fully understand what it is that your intuition and your emotions are trying to tell you about like the direction that you're moving in. Okay? And so then here in your physical, we have make a move with the Ace of Swords as your challenge, and the King of Cups as your advice. Okay? So with this make a move here, it's like, yeah, it's like you know that you need to make a move, but you may be like so caught up in everything that's going on around you, and possibly even like what's going on within you emotionally, that it's blinding you to exactly, you know, like I was saying, the move that you should be taking. And so again, with this King of Cups, this is, you know, I feel like this is harking back to the cleansing body and spirit. Like there's a need for like you to kind of get clear on what you want. And in order to do that, you kind of need to clear out the clutter within you, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, right? So that you trust what it is you're doing, you trust the moves that you're making, and you're not like afraid or possibly even, you know, repeating patterns that aren't benefiting you. Okay, and so spiritually we have here affirmation for growth with the King of Swords as your challenge and the Empress as your advice. So I kind of get with this affirmation for growth, right? It's like you want to grow, but I kind of get the feeling with this King of Swords, like your mindset may not be in alignment with, oopsies, this growth. You may be like focusing on and tending to the wrong things at this current moment, right? You may be like doing busy work or getting very caught up in how you're perceived or stuck in the past, right? Using like a yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. With this King of Swords, this is like your mindset, right? Your mind may be ultra focused on how things were. And like with this Empress here as your advice, it's like a need to kind of grow out of your own kind of idiosyncrasies. I don't even know what that like grow out of your own like self-defeating thoughts and your own kind of old way of seeing things, and allow like new insight and into what it is you're trying to create for yourself, right? And I also feel like this has to do with you, with how you see yourself and with how you feel about yourself and your ability to create this life that you want, to really grow these seeds that you're planting for yourself, right? And you may be like listening to, you know, whispers or your own kind of negative voices in your head, right? And it's impeding your own progress forward. And you may be rushing and trying to, you know, kind of defeat this voice or defeat these fears. And it's like there's a need to not try, like, come at it that way. I feel like not to focus so much on trying to defeat your fears, but like opening up to your hopes and dreams. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But let's see what message wants to come out for you. So let's see. What's the message here for Pisces? Message here for Pisces. So we have here the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. And on the bottom of the deck, we have here again the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's time for you to kind of rest and heal, right? Because I kind of get the feeling, yeah, with this Wheel here and this Ten of Swords, it's like I feel you're coming out of a you know, possibly a hard cycle with this here Ten of Swords. But I feel like with this Two of Pentacles, right, it's almost like you may not know it, but, or you may in all actuality be like moving so quickly, or trying to kind of get this ball a going so quickly, because you're trying to move away from this kind of, this Ten of Swords energy, like this old stuff. But I feel, you know, I feel like if you, with you moving so fast, you may be missing the fact that in doing so, you're kind of recreating the same stuff. And with this Four of Pentacles here, I feel like, you know, this blockage that you may be feeling, or I also kind of feel like with this Four of Pentacles here, you may be having some holdups within yourself, like, you know, fears. And it's here because I kind of feel like deep down, you know, you need to kind of heal before you move forward. But you may be trying to like kind of skirt past that. So I kind of feel like, you know, until you kind of clear up this old cycle, like fully, and you kind of fully release it, right? And cleanse it out of your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit. It's going to be hard for you to kind of make any progress forward. And any progress forward, I kind of feel, will be reminiscent of the past, right? So it's a need to kind of clear this out and kind of move through this, and like kind of heal through this, flow through this, and focus on kind of coming back to yourself, building yourself up. And kind of, this could also be, you know, saving your money if you're trying to, you know, build, you know, a business or anything, right? Kind of build yourself up, build up your resources, kind of build up your stamina, and like heal and kind of work through this kind of past stuff before moving forward. Okay, but let's see what self-care activities would be beneficial for you. And like with this, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. Yeah, because I feel like you may be moving out of a, like I was saying at the beginning, like you may be moving out of a space of like needing and wanting and feeling like you can never have it. And when you kind of work from that space, you kind of create roadblocks for yourself. So it's like a need to kind of clear that out and kind of come into a space where you know your worth, you know your power, you know just what you're able to create, because you've healed yourself. You've taken the time that you need to kind of get right within yourself, to get centered, get grounded before moving forward. And when you move like that, right, you move out of a space of like this peaceful prayer and meditation where you're trusting and you're believing that going forward, you know, what I want is already mine, right? And that's the kind of energy you got to move out of. But if you're kind of still coming out of a cycle, or you're still kind of holding on to old stuff, and this old stuff could be, you know, old thought patterns that kind of keep you in a loop of feeling, you know, regretful, or feeling like you're not good enough, feeling like you can't have the things that you want, then that's what you're going to continue to manifest, and it's going to bring up blocks for you. Okay, so it's a need to kind of get into this peaceful, trusting, believing space before making your moves, right? And I feel like with this King of Wands here, it's a need to kind of get connected back to yourself and to the divine, right? Through prayer, through meditation, through, you know, whichever way you find best for yourself. Okay, let's see what self-care activities would be beneficial for you at this time. Oopsies. Alrighty. So we have here water, right? Stay hydrated, but that's more of that healing, right? So maybe take yourself a spiritual bath, right? If you don't have a bathtub, maybe go out, you know, by the beach, by some kind of body of water, maybe even kind of run through the sprinklers. I don't know. You know what I mean? Run out in the rain, any way that you can, right? That kind of makes you feel clean. Okay. But, you know, drink your water. That's good too. That's good and cleansing. Then we have sing. So like belt it out, right? Sing, sing, sing. Kind of let out your emotions and like elevate your vibration by kind of, you know, singing. And this will also help with, you know, speaking your truth, connecting with yourself, believing in yourself, right? Building up that confidence, that stamina. Okay. Then we have crystal work. Okay. So working with the crystals, I kind of feel, you know, some grounding and clearing crystals would be beneficial. Maybe some tourmaline, black tourmaline, or, you know, any kind of, what am I thinking of? Crystals that are connected to your root chakra, you know. But whatever crystal you feel called to work with, go ahead and use it, okay? Then we have candles, okay? So, you know, maybe doing some candle magic, lighting you some candles, saying your intentions, that kind of thing. All right. Then let's get a dog wisdom card. So let's see what wisdom the dogs have for you. Oh no, that's way too many. Thank you. All right, so we have here accountability. Oopsies. Clean up your mess. And I'm going to read from the book for this. So it reads, if you fetch this card, it means that some business needs your attention and follow through, the business of life. It may be something in your personal life that needs cleaning up in relationship to yourself or others. It may be some action you've been procrastinating, chasing your tail instead of pointing your nose forward and taking that step. Maybe you're waiting for someone else to take charge or bark some order to get you to pay attention and become more accountable. Accountability means assuming responsibility for your own actions, whatever the consequences or impacts you think they may have on others. Or it may be about making amends for actions already taken that haven't had the most desirable impact on you and others. Accountability can also mean freedom to move out of an impoundment or cage you've been in for too long. When you look carefully at the chain of decisions you've made and actions you've taken that have brought you to this point, you may better see how a new course of action could produce different and more desirable results. Taking account of your relationships, your finances, your dreams and desires is an ongoing process, sometimes day to day. It requires commitment and developing new habits to replace those not working anymore. What conversation do you need to have that could change that old pattern, those old tracks? What can you do to improve the situation independent of what anyone else thinks or does? What can you do to shake off any residue of self-judgment or judgment of others, both of which keep you in the doghouse? What might it look like for you to rise to a new level of accountability that feels good to you? One idea might be to directly ask others how you can make amends or follow through before you charge ahead with your own agenda, to avoid unleashing any further ill feelings or defensiveness that could sabotage your best efforts. Okay? And then let's close this out with a postcard from Spirit. So let's see, what's the final message here for Pisces? What's the final message here? The Pisces. What's the final message here? The Pisces. What's the final message here? Pisces. Oh no, sir. That's too many. Thank you. All right, so we have here, dear you, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better waits, that something new will open up, and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you are really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. Loving you so much. All right, but that's all I have for you, Pisces. I hope this reading helped you in some way. Please let me know down in the comments how it resonated. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more videos like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.